And this is why everybody wants to come to Florida in the winter. We booked this park a year in advance to be able to stay here for the month of December. We have traveled to 60 parks across the country, and today we want to share our 12 favorite. It was really difficult because we've stayed in a lot of really nice parks, but we've narrowed it down to 12 that we want to share with you in no particular order. It's not like the top 12 or anything like that. It's our 12 favorites. So follow us because we're going to share 6 parks across the country and 6 parks in Florida. Follow the adventures of C&C. Don't grab your jacket, grab your swimsuit instead.
My chances along with my dreams.
We would like to start off by saying Merry Christmas to everybody, and thank you all for following our channel, watching our videos, dropping us comments, and we hope that you will follow us in 2023 for lots more adventure with C&C RV There Yet. In the spirit of Christmas, we are going to showcase our 12 favorite RV parks. So I will start with the out-of-state park. So one of my favorites along the way was, and I keep a journal every time we're in a park. I keep all the statistics onto the park and our favorite places to visit around there. So this park, Asheville East KOA Holiday, this is located in Swannanoa. It took me a while to pronounce that word. And I simply love this park because there was a river flowing by and I walked down every day to the river. There was a mile walk around the river and this park was just beautiful. It was only $65 a night, full hookups, and it was very close to the Biltmore. So we toured the Biltmore while we were staying in this park. I really enjoyed. We were only there for 4 nights. But I really enjoyed the 4 nights that we stayed into this park. So if you are visiting the Biltmore, you may want to check this park out. It's not disappointing. It's a beautiful park. Another one of our favorite parks is Jellystone Park at Larkspur in Colorado. This is Yogi Bear's water park. And the big bucket is about to empty. There it goes. My honey and I have enjoyed this miniature golf course. We've been playing almost every night. The lights are very bright. It's 18 holes, by the way, and it's super cool. My honey's been giving me pointers on playing golf so that I can play golf on the big courses soon. Okay. So the first step is...
Okay, this is video take 1, making s'mores with Cheryl.
Episode 1.
Our first s'mores. This park, we felt like we were in Disney World. This was like a water resort park. It was so nice, and we specifically booked this park because our son and grandbaby was coming to visit and we wanted to have a lot of activities for them. So this park was a little pricey. It's $115 a night, and we stayed there 5 nights. No, we stayed there 7 nights. And you can book this park through sunresorts.com. Larkspur was just a tiny town. There wasn't a whole lot to do into the town, but we stayed in this park because of the park itself. So we highly recommend this park as well, especially if you have a family or you're going there with your grandkids. This was a very, very nice park, one of our favorites. If you have been following our videos, you will know that we love California. California is the third largest state by area and most populated with 39.5 million people. It's over 1,000 miles from the south to the north. It borders Mexico to the south and Oregon to the north. We arrived in California April 21st and left July 8th. Almost 3 months, 3 wonderful months. We originally planned to go for 3 weeks and we ended up staying for 3 months. We went from the south to the north, from the desert to the coast. And when we got to Malibu, we had booked this park, Malibu Beach RV Park. We booked it for 1 week. And as soon as we parked up, I knew we wanted to stay longer. We knew we wanted to stay longer. So we checked with the office and we booked for 2 weeks immediately. This park was $600 a week, but we were facing the Pacific Ocean. We backed up into the park and we were facing the ocean. It was such a beautiful view. This park had full hookups and you can book it through MalibuRV.com. And plus we were so close, we were minutes away from the Calabasas and the mountains. We went north to Santa Barbara, south to the town I can't remember right now, but we were very close to everything. So we highly recommend this park. We loved Malibu. Monte Vista RV Resort in Mesa, Arizona. This was a really good park. This was part of our 1,000 Trails. So we didn't pay to stay here. We were here for 2 weeks. And because it's part of our membership, this was full hookups. And this was in Mesa, Arizona. And they had so much to do in this park. We were parked directly across from a softball field, right next to tennis courts. There were pickleball courts. There was a big clubhouse where they had yoga classes every day. I started joining the yoga classes. There were multiple pools and jacuzzis, and there were activities all the time. So that's what I really liked about this park, was all the activities. I wouldn't mind staying there in the winter into this park because there's so much going on. And it's very conveniently located. I could literally walk through the back of the park to grocery store and hair salon and nail salon and everything. So it was very convenient. And we loved Arizona. We spent a lot of time touring all the neighboring towns from when we were in Mesa, Arizona. So we highly recommend this park. Mendocino Redwoods RV Resort is on our list of favorites. This is located in Willits, California. We stayed there for a week. It was only $50 a night. And my favorite part was, because California is so mountainous, there was a hiking trail going up to the top of the mountain and you could look all over Willits. And another very cool thing about this park is there was a train, the Skunk train, that was a historic train. It stopped right there. We boarded right into the park and took a ride through the redwood forest. So this was really cool. We visited the town of Willits and all the neighboring towns. It was very conveniently located. So this is on our favorite list as well. Terry Bison Ranch in Cheyenne, Wyoming was amazing. I simply love this place. This is a working ranch that sits on a huge property, a part of the ranch even goes over into Nebraska and Colorado. We were on the border of Colorado. This park had a store, it had a restaurant, a really good restaurant. They had live music there at night. There was a historic train that also went around the park. There were bison in the middle of the park, and the train went around the park. You could go horseback riding. There was all kinds of activities into this park, but there was so many animals. There was so many horses with baby horses. So every day I would walk down to just visit all the animals, and this park, I could have stayed here without visiting anything into the area. We only stayed here 5 nights. We had a pull-through full hookup, but we really loved this park. So on the 6th day of Christmas, Santa referred us to PSL RV Village in Port St. Lucie, Florida. This is our home-based park. It's the first park we stayed into when we bought our RV, and it's the park we come back to whenever we can get a spot into. There's just over 70 spots here, and it's hard to get a spot into the winter, so you have to book in advance. The spots run $63 a night, and we have full hookup. The park is immaculate. The pool is heated in the winter, and we're only about 12 minutes away from the ocean. So this park is a must when you are visiting Florida. And on the 5th day of Christmas, it wasn't 5 golden rings. Santa referred us to Tropical Palms RV Park into Kissimmee. Tropical Palms is part of our 1,000 Trail collection, and we've stayed there a few times now. It's so centrally located to Disney World and everything into the Kissimmee area. It's a beautiful park. They have a lot of amenities, and what I really like about it, there's like 2 sections to the park. One section I call the city because it's concrete pads, it's close to the pool and everything, and then the back section is like into the woods. There's still a lot of full hookups there in the back section, but it's really woody with big trees and birds, and there's a family of deer that live there, and that's especially why I love that park, because I love seeing the deer. It's probably about 15 deer that live there. And we have stayed in this park every time we go to the Orlando area, so we highly recommend Tropical Palms RV Park. Another park on the 4th day of Christmas that Santa referred us to is Camp Gulf. Camp Gulf is in the Panhandle in Destin, Florida, and we stayed in that park as we were traveling back to Florida. It's located right on the beach. You can park your RV facing the ocean. The beach is absolutely immaculate. The park is a little pricey. It's $140 a night, full hookup, but it's so worth it to be right onto the ocean. So we highly recommend this park as well. Now my mic has stopped working and it's gotten windy, so hopefully the clarity of the sound will still be good. So on the 3rd day of Christmas, Santa referred us to Brook Golf and RV Resort. Last week we did a full video onto this resort, so if you want all the details, you can go back to last week's video. This is part of our 1,000 Trails membership. It's an encore part. We like the town of Clermont especially, so that's why we like to stay in this RV park. It is on a golf course. It's huge. There's like 1,200 spots, RV spots and casitas. There's a lot of amenities. There's like 3 villages. They all have pools, and there's a lot of activities, especially in the winter. We didn't pay because it's part of our membership, but it is $60 a night if you pay to stay. And on the 2nd day of Christmas, Santa took us to this beautiful RV park down in South Florida and Margate, Aztec RV Resort. We stayed there for 3 weeks. It is pricey. It was $2,100 for the 3 weeks, but this is a beautiful park. As soon as you drive in through the entry through all these royal palms, you can tell what a beautiful, elegant place this is.
We had a huge spot. We had pavers on the spot. A lot of the spots have casitas on them and tiki bars, and we highly recommend this spot because it's a beautiful, beautiful resort. All types of amenities. And on the first day of Christmas, Santa did not give us a partridge in a pear tree, but he led us to Hideaway into Astatula, Florida. And Hideaway RV Park is truly a little gem. We stayed there for a month. It's very affordable. It was like $700 for a month. They have only 22 spots, so it's hard to get into. You have to book ahead. But we have made friends there, and we have been able to get a spot in January. So we are going back to this little nature gem, and also to explore all the neighboring towns, because besides Astatula, which you may not have heard of, is very close to Mount Dora, and we really like Mount Dora. You can easily go into Orlando. So this is a beautiful, beautiful little park that we highly recommend. We will add all the websites where you can go to book these parks, and we hope that this has been helpful to you. If you have questions, we would be happy to answer them. If you have stayed in any of these parks, drop us a comment and let us know your experience into these parks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss our videos in 2023.
Terry Bison Ranch in Cheyenne, Wyoming was an amazing cut.
Amazing.
Jellystone's boy.